No hallucinogenic drug will ever give you those kind of hallucinations. On hour 55, my eyes just go out. So I'm looking around and I need the time, so I go like this.
Upon hearing the term superpower, our immediate imagination is with magic. Nevertheless, there exist superhuman abilities that go beyond magic and are exhibited by certain individuals. These abilities not only challenge scientific and natural principles, but also shock scientists themselves. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about what's possible. Here are 20 individuals with superpowers caught on camera that left everyone amazed. The girl with the X-ray vision. Imagine seeing beyond the surface of the human body into the inside of it as if it were a book. This was the case with Natasha Demkina, a Russian woman whose life took an unexpected turn when she revealed her extraordinary ability. At 10 years old, Natasha claimed to be able to see through the human body just like an X-ray machine did. With just a glance, she could diagnose ailments, locate injuries, and uncover medical secrets that remained hidden from the naked eye. News of Natasha's purported gift spread like wildfire, capturing the attention and intrigue of the medical community and the public. Her ability drew comparisons to the fantastical concept of X-ray vision, where one could penetrate layers of flesh and bone with a mere gaze. Critics questioned the validity of Natasha's claims, demanding evidence to substantiate her astonishing ability. Natasha, undeterred, agreed to undergo a series of tests and examinations, inviting scrutiny that few could bear. Medical experts and skeptics sought to unveil the truth behind Natasha's gift. They conducted various tests, from traditional medical examinations to advanced imaging technologies. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Natasha demonstrated an uncanny accuracy in diagnosing ailments, seemingly defying the conventional boundaries of medical knowledge. Reports have it that on one of the tests she undertook, a group of people with different ailments were brought, and impressively, she could give accurate diagnoses about some. In contrast, she exaggerated the diagnosis for others. Her abilities have sparked questions like, was she truly endowed with an otherworldly ability, a gift that transcended the limitations of human perception? Or was she a psychic? The guy with the most elastic skin. There is a level of elasticity the human skin can attain, but Gary's skin seemed different from that of every other human. From an early age, it became apparent that Gary's body was unique, and his skin was unlike anyone around him. His skin was so elastic that it could stretch and contort in ways that defied the natural order.
The man with the most elastic skin in the world. This man's name is Gary Turner. His skin is so elastic that he can stretch the skin of his belly into a table and put 3 beer bottles on it.
Diagnosed with a condition known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, Gary's journey was one of both challenge and discovery. This rare genetic disorder impacted the collagen in his skin, rendering it extraordinarily stretchy and fragile. Yet as Gary navigated the complexities of his condition, he discovered an astonishing world of possibilities that his elastic skin could unlock. Gary's achievements with his stretchy skin would soon capture the world's attention. His remarkable ability to stretch his skin to incredible lengths became a spectacle that both fascinated and bewildered. His stretchy skin became a canvas for creative expression, a tool that allowed him to craft mesmerizing body art. As he molded and shaped his skin into remarkable patterns, Gary showcased the astonishing interplay between artistry and biology. The mesmerizing thing is he doesn't feel any pain at all while at it. The human calculator. Have you imagined being the world's spelling bee champion but for math? I mean, having the ability to solve complex mathematical problems in ways that no math professional ever can. Guess what? Scott Flansburgh took that imagination to a whole different level. In April 2000, Scott Flansburgh shocked the world by correctly adding a randomly selected double-digit number, 38, to it 36 times in only 15 seconds. He did this without using a calculator, earning him a spot on the Guinness World Record for the fastest mental calculation. In 2001 and 2003, he was again listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for showcasing unmatched mental calculation skills by effortlessly adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and even finding any number's square and cube roots with calculator precision. Scott Flansburgh has done much more with himself than simply multiplying numbers fast. He is now the host of the National Counting Bee, which he organizes annually. He is also an educator, best-selling author, media personality, and, most definitely, a real-life superhero. Wim Hof, the Iceman. Killer Frost has nothing on our next superhero Wim Hof, popularly known as the Iceman. The Dutch native has proven that real-life superheroes exist. Wim Hof has set multiple world records for enduring extremely cold conditions and coming out unscathed. Wim Hof has garnered worldwide attention for his seemingly superhuman ability to withstand extremely cold temperatures and conquer freezing challenges. Apart from battling cold, Wim Hof has also committed himself to difficult and ambitious challenges, like climbing Mount Everest. And guess what? He did that wearing only shorts. He has also completed marathons barefoot on ice and snow, showcasing his matchless ability to withstand the harshest environments. When you begin to think that climbing mountains is enough rough play for one man, Wim Hof decided to immerse himself in ice for nearly 2 hours. That earned him a world record for the longest ice bath ever. Scientists still find it difficult to comprehend how this guy gets away with burying himself in ice, and invited him for several studies to uncover the mystery behind the Iceman, including studies at the prestigious Radboud University Medical Center in the Netherlands. Wim Hof has devoted himself to teaching and guiding people worldwide to unlock their inner strength. The Autistic Artist. With the photographic memory. Imagine having an extraordinary memory that allows you to recall every minute detail of your childhood pet, enabling you to sketch its fur and recreate cherished memories spent together. That right there is the life of the next superhero on this list. Stephen Wiltshire is an autistic kid that turns out to be super artistic. Stephen Wiltshire is a British architectural artist and autistic savant known for his ability to create highly detailed and accurate drawings of cityscapes. He was born on April 24, 1974, in London, England. Wiltshire's breakthrough came in 1987 when, at the age of 13, he drew a stunningly accurate panorama of London after a single helicopter ride. The drawing he completed in just a few days gained widespread attention and established his reputation as an extraordinary artist. Since then, Wiltshire has traveled to various cities worldwide, including New York, Tokyo, Sydney, and Rome, among others, and created intricate cityscape drawings based on his observations. His works are characterized by their unbelievable precision. This artistic superhero has also written several books, including Drawings and Floating Cities. He has received numerous awards and accolades for his contributions to the art world and his advocacy for individuals with autism. Regardless of how often we interact with Stephen's work, it inspires awe. The strongest Shaolin monk? Shi Yanming is a renowned and respected Shaolin monk known for his exceptional strength and martial arts skills. Born in China, Shi Yanming began training at the prestigious Shaolin Temple at a young age. Throughout his life, he has dedicated himself to studying and practicing martial arts, honing his physical abilities and spiritual discipline. Shi Yanming gained international recognition when he emigrated to the United States and established the USA Shaolin Temple in New York City. He has since become a prominent figure in the martial arts community, sharing his knowledge and expertise with students from all walks of life. Known for his immense physical strength, Shi Yanming has demonstrated incredible feats such as breaking iron bars, bending spears with his throat, and performing challenging acrobatic movements. His displays of strength are a testament to years of intensive training and conditioning. Beyond his physical abilities, Shi Yanming embodies the principles and philosophies of Shaolin martial arts. He emphasizes discipline, self-control, and the cultivation of inner strength. His teachings go beyond martial arts' physical aspects, encompassing character development, mental focus, and spiritual growth. Shi Yanming's dedication, skill, and contributions to promoting and preserving Shaolin martial arts have earned him a well-deserved reputation as one of the strongest and most respected Shaolin monks of our time. David Blaine, the man who could survive underwater. Staying underwater is no mean feat and takes a lot of endurance. Divers who had tried it didn't stay up to a minute because of how suffocating it is. But here was a man who successfully stayed 17 minutes and 4 seconds underwater. This is incredible. David Blaine is a magician and endurance artist known for his incredible feats of physical and mental endurance. David Blaine was born in Brooklyn, New York, on April 4, 1973. He became interested in magic at a young age and began performing on the streets of New York City when he was just a teenager. He gained national attention in 1997 with his first television special, David Blaine Street Magic, which showcased his unique blend of magic and street performance. You will think staying underwater is the only act of endurance he has undertaken, but no, it wasn't. He was said to have been buried alive for a week, frozen in a block of ice for 63 hours.
No hallucinogenic drug will ever give you those kind of hallucinations. On hour 55, my eyes just go out. So I'm looking around and I need the time, so I go like this.
And spent 44 days without food in a transparent box suspended above the River Thames in London. Blaine's attempt to survive underwater for 17 minutes and 4 seconds occurred on May 8, 2006, in a specially designed sphere-shaped aquarium filled with 2,000 gallons of water. He was suspended in the aquarium above Lincoln Center in New York City, where medical professionals and safety divers monitored him. During the stunt, Blaine could hold his breath for an incredible 17 minutes and 4 seconds, breaking the previous world record of 16 minutes and 32 seconds. He emerged from the aquarium exhausted but unharmed, having accomplished one of modern history's most incredible feats of endurance. How was he able to subject his mind to doing all of this without being hurt? Is David a hybrid of humans and superhumans? The Bee-Man, a real-life superhero. Have you ever heard of a man who has the power to control bees with his bare hands? We all know how much bees are dreaded because of their painful sting. However, there was this man who made bees a huge part of his daily life. This man was Norman Gary, an American entomologist, professor, and beekeeper who was known as the Bee-Man for his incredible feats with bees. Born on December 23, 1933, Norman Gary developed an early love of insects, and as a child he spent much of his time collecting and studying them. This passion led him to earn a bachelor's degree in entomology from Cornell University and a PhD in apiculture, the study of bees, from the University of California, Berkeley. The Bee-Man's talent is truly remarkable. He got his name the Bee-Man due to his ability to perform daring stunts with bees, such as wearing a bee beard or covering his body with bees, playing the clarinet while covered with bees, having bees spell out words with their bodies, and even holding 109 bees in his mouth for 10 seconds. Gary's interest in performing with bees began in the 1950s when he was working as a beekeeper in California. He was fascinated by the behavior of bees and began to experiment with ways of manipulating them. He learned how to control their movements and began to use bees in his performances. The Bee-Man's talent has brought him much success and admiration. One of Gary's most important contributions to the field of entomology was his research on the waggle dance. The waggle dance is a series of movements that honeybees perform to communicate the location of food sources to other bees in the colony. Gary's research helped to reveal the intricate details of this dance and shed light on the complex communication systems of bees. Gary also researched the behavior of Africanized bees, which are a more aggressive and dangerous type of honeybee. His research helped to develop new methods for controlling Africanized bee populations and mitigating the risk of bee stings. The levitating man, fact or fiction? The idea of levitation, or the ability to float in mid-air without the aid of any external force, has fascinated people for centuries. From ancient legends to modern-day magicians, the concept of levitation has captured the human imagination. One of the most famous examples of levitation is the levitating man, a street performer who appeared in London in the 1990s. But was the levitating man levitating, or was it all just an illusion? Despite the levitating man's impressive performance, many people were skeptical that he was levitating. Some believed it was just an illusion, while others thought he was using some kind of hidden support to lift himself off the ground. Several theories have been proposed to explain how the levitating man's performance was done. One theory is that he used a hidden platform or stool to lift himself off the ground. Another theory is that he was using a harness or other support system that was hidden from view. Some even said that the levitating man's performance was a combination of illusion and physical skill known as the Balducci levitation. This involves standing at an angle, so one foot is raised off the ground, while the other is hidden from view, giving the illusion of levitation. Is this a kind of superpower possessed by this performer, or is it truly a work of illusion, as speculated by others? Kim Peek, the real-life Rain Man. Over the years, certain people have shown how limitless the human memory can be, and Kim Peek is a testimony to that. Born on November 11, 1951 in Salt Lake City, Utah, Kim was diagnosed with a rare condition called agenesis of the corpus callosum, which means that the two hemispheres of his brain were not connected. Despite this, Kim's brain developed uniquely, giving him an extraordinary talent. Kim Peek's remarkable memory was discovered when he was just a child. His father, Fran Peek, noticed that he could remember things he had read or heard. Kim was able to memorize entire books and recall them with incredible accuracy. Kim's talent was not limited to just memorizing words. He could also perform complex mathematical calculations in his head and remember important dates and historical facts. His ability to recall information was so impressive.
But when I say he's not exactly a rocket scientist, what does that mean?
He doesn't know about how to look his message in the stars.
That he became known as the real-life Rain Man, a reference to the character played by Dustin Hoffman in the movie of the same name. Kim Peek's life and legacy have been celebrated in several ways. He inspired Raymond Babbitt's character in the movie Rain Man, which won 4 Academy Awards in 1989. He was also the subject of a book called The Real Rain Man, written by Fran Peek. Sadly, at 58 years old, he had a heart attack and passed away at home. The Rubber Boy, Daniel Browning Smith. Next on our list is Daniel Browning Smith, also known as the Rubber Boy, who is known for his ability to twist and contort his body in ways that seem impossible to the average person. Daniel Browning Smith was born in 1979 in Santa Monica, California, with hypermobility, meaning his joints are more flexible than the average person's. This condition allows him to contort his body in unimaginable ways. At 5, Daniel Browning Smith was already a performer. He made several appearances on many television shows and in commercials, circuses, and at live events where he amazed audiences with his ability to contort his body in impossible ways. In addition to his career as a performer, Daniel Browning Smith has also worked as a stuntman and actor. He has appeared in several films and television shows, including X-Men 2 Inches and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. He has also worked as a stunt coordinator on several films. In 2004, he set the world record for the most full body revolutions in 1 minute, which involved spinning his body around while lying on his stomach, the Guinness World Records Prime-Time Award for his ability to contort his body, and he has also set records for the most apples crushed with the bicep in 1 minute. In addition to setting world records, Daniel Browning Smith has received several awards for his talents. He has won the World Stunt Awards and has also been recognized as a stunt performer. He's a marvel to watch. The Human Magnet. Have you ever heard of a man who has the power to attract metal objects to his body? Seeing magnets attract metal objects to itself is normal, but having a man demonstrate the same is out of the ordinary. Meet Lu Thao Lin, also known as the Magnet Man. He is a Malaysian man who defied the law of physics with his unique ability to stick metal objects to his body without any visible means of support. Lu Thao Lin first discovered his extraordinary ability when working as a construction worker in the 1970s. He was carrying metal objects in his pockets when he noticed them sticking to his body. News of his unusual ability quickly spread, and he soon became a local celebrity. People worldwide came to see him in action, and he was even featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. Scientists have tried to explain Lu Thao Lin's ability, but they have not been able to come up with a definitive answer. Does he generate an electromagnetic field to stick metal objects to his body? Perhaps is there a substance on his skin that causes the objects to stick? Despite the lack of a scientific explanation, Lu Thao Lin's ability is real. He has demonstrated his ability on numerous occasions and has even been able to lift a motorcycle using only his magnetic power. Kevin Richardson, the Lion Man. We all will have the flight instinct if we come in contact with a lion, especially at close range. That wasn't the case with the South African Kevin Richardson, also known as the Lion Whisperer. Kevin is an animal behaviorist and conservationist known for his incredible ability to interact with lions personally, having formed close bonds with many animals he works with. He grew up loving animals, spending much of his childhood exploring the bushveld and learning about wildlife. Kevin developed a unique bond with the animals when he worked at a lion park in South Africa after graduation. He believes that the key to working with lions and other big cats is understanding their behavior and forming a bond of trust with them. Unlike many other animal trainers who use physical force or punishment to control their animals, Kevin uses positive reinforcement and patience to build relationships with the animals he works with. One of how Kevin builds relationships with lions is through physical contact. He is known for his ability to interact with lions nearby, often lying down and wrestling with them. He believes that this physical contact helps establish a bond of trust with the animals, allowing him to work with them safely and respectfully. The man who survived without food and water. You might think it bizarre to stay for days without food. As crazy as this sounds, records have it that Prahlad Jani, a breatharian yogi, stayed for a whole 70 years, not days without food and water. Who is this man? Is he some god or extraterrestrial being? Prahlad Jani's assertion of sustained existence without the need for food or water piqued the curiosity of many, including scientists, in 2003 and again in 2010. He attributed his vitality to a certain goddess Amba, who sustained him, setting him apart as a truly exceptional and mystifying individual. Prahlad Jani was said to have left his parents' house at an early age to settle in a small cave near Ambaji Temple in pursuit of a unique experience all alone. This mystery man was said to have abstained from food and water since the tender age of 14. His claims raised a lot of concerns, and in no time, organizations piqued interest, and a 15-day investigation of the secrets behind Jani's remarkable endurance was started. Their findings were that this man had an extraordinary level of adaptation to deprivation, both of sustenance and water. The Battery Man. We were all told that metals are great conductors of electricity, but how were we to know that certain humans can conduct and absorb electrical shocks without being harmed in the process? A certain Slavisa Pajkic, also known as Battery Man Stans, has left the world in surprise with his out-of-the-world ability to withstand high electrical voltages. This 54-year-old Serbian has been seen using energy stored within his body to accomplish incredible feats. He is an insulator, conductor, accumulator, and heater. Do you know that with the wave of his hand, he can ignite light bulbs and illuminate rooms with the power? He has even been seen cooking sausages. This is strange. According to him, he noticed this gift at the age of 17. On that fateful day, he and his colleagues were working on a metal fence when he noticed that, unlike others who were electrocuted from touching the wet metal, he wasn't. In 1983, Slavisa Pajkic conducted 20,000 volts, leaving spectators astounded. And in 2003, he cemented his legacy further by becoming the fastest individual to heat a cup of water to 97 degrees Celsius, a mere 1 minute and 37 seconds, sufficing for this incredible feat. He has also been reported to use his abilities to heal people of sinuses and some other ailments. Which of these human powers appeal to you if given the opportunity? Which will you love to wield? Leave your thoughts in the comment section.